Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's talk Married at First Sight Season 15, San Diego, Episode 5, Everything Will Be Okay. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video, and then hopping in the comment section so we can talk about everything that happened on tonight's episode with Stacia and Nate. So, Stacia and Nate are waking up the next morning and they had breakfast in the jacuzzi. Nate is making all these like jokes. He's zooming in the camera on her butt. They're having a great little playful morning. Stacia says that they did not have sex while they were in that shower together. She wants to wait. Even though she could have definitely gone all the way, she wants to wait and not just kind of act on the physical part of their relationship. Nate is willing to wait. They go ATV riding. So Stacia thinks that this is a good activity. She's never done it. He's never done it. And she knows that this is going to be a good way for her to see if he's really down for her. Like how are you going to look out for me? Are you going to make sure that I'm okay? Are you going to keep up with me? So she kind of feels like this is a really good test. Nate tells her he's not going to leave her. I got you, girl. Don't even worry about that. All is well, right? So while she's trying to get on her four-wheeler, she's like struggling to get the machine, like to get the helmet on. She doesn't know the gears, she doesn't know all this other stuff. And Nate, meanwhile, is over to the side, just like picturing it up. And you can see her kind of glancing over. He's paying her no mind. Like the other guy, like one of the workers, had to help her get everything on. She yelling out ouch as like they're snapping stuff in. So like she's not having the best experience getting ready for the four-wheelers. Meanwhile, Nate is over there, let's go. Like not even paying attention to the fact that your wife doesn't have her helmet and all her other stuff on. So while they are riding, he's behind her and she's not going, like she looked like she going slow. And he keeps stopping to take pictures. So like they'll be riding. First he was telling her to, go faster. I want to go slow. He gets so close to her that he like almost runs into the back of her. And then it just becomes him stopping and doing like these long videos or these pictures and stuff for like his Instagram. It's at one point where she stops completely and kind of looks around for him, and he is back there making this video about, man, we out here in the jungle. The python's about to get us. And it's like, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't think that's what's going to happen. So when they finally get to the end, she tells him that she wants them to have a balance between enjoying the experience and taking videos. And she kept calling him her Instagram husband, Instagram model husband. And I see what she was saying. I'm definitely a person. I like to take videos and stuff while I'm out doing things. But I understand what she means by making sure you're in the moment. And I think that was a good example of him not even saying, hey, here's me and my wife while we do this, while we have this moment. It was really just solely focused on him. So while she's trying to have this very mature conversation with him, he's not even paying attention. He's kind of looking like, man. And it turns into him saying that he can't just flip a switch and be in relationship mode. He has to ease his way into it. If you can't flip a switch and be in relationship mode, why did you get married at first sight? Why did you get married at first sight? Where you are kind of expected to flip a switch and get into relationship mode. If that's something that you're not able to quickly identify, I am here with another person. Let me make sure that my spouse, my wife is okay. If you can't do that, then this was not the process for you. But I hate when people use that as an excuse on here. Well, I can't flip it. Why? Why can't you? because it's not natural, right? So why did you come on the show where you're marrying a stranger that you are now responsible for and you are now, legally tied to? Why would you come on and do that if you know that in your mind you can't do that? You can't be all there just yet. It makes absolutely it makes absolutely no sense. So then we get this little scene of them getting dressed for dinner. And he's saying how he had already gotten dressed and everything. It took him 30 minutes. And he's asking her, how long does it take her to get ready? She said, if I'm just going to the store and I'm like showering, pulling my hair up, yeah, 15 minutes. But if I'm like getting dressed, a look, it's going to take longer. So he then flips it and says, well, he don't want to be waiting. Go sit down somewhere. Go have a seat and wait for her to get ready. Go have a seat and wait for her to get ready. Because you still look a little musty if you act. It's like you got a little twang to you. If you take a shower and got fully dressed within 30 minutes, you didn't shower up well enough. So she said that she is always punctual, and I believe her. Stacia looks like she don't be late. She looks like she's a person that manages her time to where she knows where she has to be somewhere at 7. She's going to start getting ready early enough that she can get to where she needs to go in a timely fashion. So they're at dinner. Stacia mentions that she talked to her mom. Her mom called her. I said, on the honeymoon? Okay. So her mom called her and mentioned him having a bankruptcy. He tells her that him and his friend built this company. They used their own money for this. The company went belly up. They filed bankruptcy, and his credit he messed up his credit. It took a hit from it. He then tells her that, but within 6 months, your credit score goes back to normal. I don't know if I think that's correct. I've never filed bankruptcy, so I don't know. But I thought that bankruptcy stayed on your credit for 7 years. I thought it stayed on your credit for 7 years. But she seems, for somebody that kind of like works in finance and stuff like that, she's not going to take that lightly. So she was like, so is that in the past? That's done? Like, what's going on with that? He said, yeah, it's all done. Yeah, everything's good. It's all done. It's all done. That's why I moved to San Diego. Fresh start. I said, so you filed bankruptcy, then you move. That seems a little scamish to me, but hey. So Stacia says she sees some yellow flags. Finances are important to her. She is somebody that has built herself, built her career from the ground up, and as a result of that, she does not want to come in and have her money and have her stuff get messed up and screwed over because you have somebody that didn't manage their finances or didn't do, unfortunately had to file a bankruptcy. So that means that you have a LLC. Was this a business bankruptcy or a personal one because you didn't know to do the difference? You didn't know to have the two. So she then mentions wanting a postnup. He doesn't know what that is. A postnup is, we all know what a prenup is. A postnup is the same thing. You have X amount of days after you sign your marriage license and you are legally married to sign the postnup. It's the exact same thing. She wants to protect her assets as she should. So in her mind, she wants to protect her assets that she already is coming in here with. She doesn't want to have to struggle if she doesn't have to. So let's not, drag me down because of your unfortunate choices and mistakes that you made financially. So his first reaction is, you don't have faith in your boy? Absolutely not, because I don't know you. I don't know you. So, but Nate agrees. He said he's fine with one if it's going to make her comfortable. He then said that he is a little hurt because he feels that means that she doesn't trust him. Of course she doesn't trust you. She just met you. Why would she trust you? Why would she trust you and she legit just met you? And that's another thing that is so odd to me about this show. So you're not ready to flip a switch to go from single Nate to married Nate. You can't do that, but you expect her to trust you within that same time frame? What part of that makes sense? Because it doesn't. So they then talk about kids. She asks him about kids. He said, yeah, totally, I want kids. He then tells her, well, since you're older, I said the shade. He said, but since you're older than me, what is your timeline? She wants kids within the next year. He thinks that's too soon. He wants to wait 2 to 3 years, he said, with the right person. In 2 to 3 years, she'll be 40 because she's already 37. So then she tells him, what do you mean with the right person? We are married. I am the right person. And he just kind of stares at her. Because she said, we are married forever. We find out later when the couples are all hanging out that Stacia has already changed her last name. She said that she had no attachment to her. She had no attachment to her last name previously because she didn't know her father. Which is, I guess, it's kind of odd that her mom. I'm surprised that Stacia in her adult life didn't change it to her mom's last name, or girl, I guess just pick a name or something. But she said she had no real attachment to it. So when she would sign her name for certain things, it was to her, she felt like it was kind of meaningless and pointless. So she took his last name, and she said that even if they don't work out, she's gonna always stay as Barnes, which is his last name. She's gonna keep his last name forever because it at least has some meaning. So she then said that, Nate is going to be a part of her forever and ever and ever because she ain't giving up that last name. I said, that's a little weird. I get what she's saying. I totally get it. But I still think that's a little weird that you would want to stay with that last name. She said that in her confessional, she said that even though she doesn't know her father, even though she knows her stepfather, she has never really felt like she had a place in that family once her mother got remarried. And I mean, hell, girl, you did emancipate yourself, so obviously you didn't. So she would rather stay Barnes. I think that's a little odd. Not gonna fully judge her because it does make sense what she's saying. But I also feel like it's a little weird to me. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode with Stacia and Nate. And I will catch you guys in the next one.